in what I'm looking at here, the Cubs send out Jameson Taillon for his first start of 2024. And he started the season on the injury list. And while most people don't like to take a pitcher in his first start coming back from an injury, I am just the opposite. I like to take that pitcher. And I'll tell you why, Teddy. This is a spot where, as far as the pitcher goes, you know you're going to get him locked in mentally, ready to go for that first start coming off an injury. Now, I will say this wasn't a serious injury. He tweaked his back in spring training, and they went to the cautious side, put him on the injured list, let him heal, and then come back and make that start. But the thing is, you would not bring a pitcher back, a veteran pitcher, that's a vital part of your rotation if he wasn't ready. And as I said, the mental part of the game, he is going to be ready for that first start. Also, the reason why I'm going to look first 5 innings is if I'm taking a pitcher off an injury list, he's going to be on a pitch count, Teddy. So I don't want to have my guy do exactly what I expect him to do and then hand the ball over to the bullpen and have them screw it up. There's nothing more frustrating in baseball than handicapping the starting pitchers correctly. So this is definitely a first 5 inning wager for me. And then we look at who he's going against. In the Miami pitcher, AJ Puck, you might want to put an E on the end of his name and just make it AJ Puke, because he has just been downright awful this season. He's had 3 starts. He's pitched a grand total of 10 2/3 innings in 3 starts, meaning he hasn't made it out of the 5th inning in any of those starts. And if you look at how many guys have reached base, 26 men in 10-plus innings of work. Well, you do the math. He's putting 2.4 base runners on per game. His strikeout to walk ratio, 8 strikeouts to 14 walks. You do not want to be giving away free passes in Wrigley. Now, granted, with the over-under today, the winds are blowing in, a little bit different there, but still, this guy has not pitched well. So for me, I am going to go ahead and take the Cubs. I'm going to lay the half a run because I don't want to lay 150 on an even up bet. And I'm going to go with Taillon to outpitch Puck for the first 5 innings and the Cubs bats to do the job against him.
Oh, Marco. Every week you come on the show and talk about these spots. You don't like the team coming back off a road trip. Not only is Chicago coming back off a road trip, they're coming back off a long road trip. They're coming back off a West Coast road trip. And they're coming back having won 4 of their last 5 games, fat and happy. And they're coming back after as wild a series against Arizona as you'll ever see. I mean, crazy, grueling games against the D-backs. And they don't even get a day off in between. This, to me, is your classic Marco bets the Marlins spot. And the line's kind of short, which makes me think Marco's going to bet the Marlins even more. And you have Puke as a guy who pitched so poorly. Isn't this the start he gets it right? I mean, they're putting him out there, back out there for a reason. So talk to me about these factors for Miami, Chicago, first 5 today.
Well, Teddy, I'll be 100% honest with you. When I sat down to start doing the games last night, I circled Miami just because of the spot, because I always do that on my schedule so I don't miss these situations coming up. And if it would have been any other guy starting today for the Cubs other than Taillon, I would go with that scenario and take the live dog, because it's almost not totally a blind play for me, but I feel because it is his first start of the season, the team's going to be up for getting him off to a good start. And the only times that I go against that first time at home is in a situation like this, or if it's a team that you're playing your rival, that it's a really big game, you're going to be up for that team. You're not going to take them granted. So that's the reason for it. And, but you're right, man, you are paying attention. Well, when I come on these shows and throwing my own shit back at me, I love it, Teddy. That's the first cross-examination of yours that I truly appreciated.